What if the science fiction movie wasn't really science fiction at all? Hello there, and let's go behind the scenes of Disclosure Day and explore how Steven Spielberg brought one of his most intriguing films to life.
This is Disclosure Day.
Ow, cut, great.
The idea for the film actually came from reality. Spielberg revealed that he was heavily inspired by reports from Navy pilots who encountered unexplained aerial phenomena, often called UAPs. However, Spielberg still prefers the classic term UFO. The biggest inspiration came from a 2017 article published in the New York Times titled Glowing Auras and Black Money, the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program. After reading about secret government investigations and mysterious sightings, Spielberg began wondering whether it was finally time to return to the extraterrestrial themes that made films like Close Encounters of the Third Kind so iconic. During the summer of 2023, Spielberg personally went 2 months writing a detailed 50 to 60-page story treatment. That outline later became a screenplay written by longtime collaborator David Cobb. According to Spielberg, Disclosure Day is closer to fact than fiction, which gives the movie a very different feeling from traditional alien invasion stories. Lead actress Emily Blunt went through extensive preparation for her role. Over several months, she learned both Russian and Korean to perform scenes in those languages. She also worked closely with Spielberg to develop an entirely original extraterrestrial dialect featuring humming sounds, clicking patterns, and rhythms inspired by Morse code. The cast itself is packed with talent from the British Isles. Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, and Josh O'Connor are English actors, while Hewson comes from Ireland. Most of the leading cast members were hired without auditions, a sign of Spielberg's confidence in their abilities. The production reunited Spielberg with some of his most trusted collaborators. The film marks the 30th collaboration between Spielberg and legendary composer John Williams. Their partnership began more than 50 years ago with the Sugarland Express in 1974. In fact, Williams had already retired from film scoring and initially suggested several other composers for the project. But Spielberg insisted that only Williams could create the sound of Disclosure Day. Eventually, Williams agreed, giving audiences another score from one of cinema's greatest musical partnerships. The film also marks Spielberg's 21st collaboration with cinematographer Janusz Kaminski, whose work with the director dates back to Schindler's List. Together, they shot the movie on 35mm film rather than digital cameras. This decision gave the movie a more authentic and grounded look. Kaminski even experimented with unconventional lighting techniques and different visual formats to make fictional events feel like a genuine historical footage in government archives. One of the most challenging sequences to film was a massive train sequence that combined practical effects, physical photography, stunt work, and extensive visual effects. Instead of relying entirely on CGI, the filmmakers blended real-world elements with digital enhancements to create a believable sense of scale and realism. The production was also a major undertaking financially. Disclosure Day reportedly carries a production budget of around $115 million, with marketing about $80 million. Science fiction has followed Steven Spielberg for as long as he has been making films. For Spielberg, the unknown has always been fascinating, but with Disclosure Day, he wanted to ask a question that feels more relevant than ever. What happens if the truth finally comes out? Well, that's all! Thanks for watching, and see you next time! Take care!
And cut, that was great.